everybody, this is Louisa with Ellie Paper Studio, and today I am doing a very fall type of card. It's going to be a normal A2 size card, and the colors I'm using are actually quite gorgeous. You can get them from different paper sources. I know Stampin' Up! Has a very similar color to this one. Paper Tray Ink also has some similar colors to this one, and definitely, obviously, Basil. But this one's actually from Recollections. It's from the Neutral Collection. I'm sorry, I'm just noticing a little bit of glue stuck here. I can remove it later. But, so this cardstock is from Recollections, and it's from the Neutral Paper Stack Collection. It's a very beautiful, buttery mix between a very light gray, ivory, and craft. I know it's hard to describe. I hope you can see the color well and no saturations going on. If not, definitely wait until the end of the video. There's better pictures for the card. So this is my card base. Like I said, it's a regular A2 portrait style. So it's going to be 8.5 by 5.5, and then fold at 4 1/4. And for this, the whole concept of the card is a fall pie, and I use Simply Charmed, page number 36. I used this pie. I did not use the main image. I'm going to put it together myself on my card. And then on this side, I hid all the face tick marks using the Cricut Craft Room software. My other mats for the card is I have this really gorgeous green. This is from the from Recollections also, but again, you can get it in all kinds of different brands, and it's a very mustardy, olivey green. Definitely darker than definitely darker than a Celadon. So this was cut at 4 1/4 by 5, or actually 4 inches by 5 1/4, and this is the first mat for it. And then this paper here is from Mosaic Memories. You have seen me. I think I've used it in every single project I've done so far. I don't know why I always resort to it. It just really has some really gorgeous color palettes, and it seems to fit for Christmas and for fall cards and Halloween even. Definitely very versatile. And this one was cut at, it was bred in 1/4 both ways, so 3 3/4 by 5 inches. So it's going to sit here. And then for my images, I have, this is from the Cricut Font and Basic Shapes cartridge, and it is cut, it is the brace cut, and it's from the geometric side of the cartridge, and it was cut at 2 3/4 height, and then 3.5 inches width. So it was altered a little bit using Cricut Craft Room. I think if you're using just your regular Cricut Expression, you may need a Gypsy to stretch it, or as always, you can feel free to comment and I'll give you the cut files. And then the oval inside was kind of eyeballed, but you can use a 1 3/4 inches height oval and it will fit perfectly. This paper is from SEI. And for my main image, we're going to be putting together this little pie here. It's a very simple card, and I used my scoring board, Martha Stewart scoring board, to create these score marks, kind of like a pie, and then I used some Memento Putter's clay and sponged a little bit over it to bring them up, and so it kind of looks like it was baked in the oven, and it's brown. It's been browned. Then this little cherry is a little bit oversized. The pie was cut at 1 3/4 inches. And then for my sentiment, I'm actually using a combination of brands, and these may be retired. I got them at a garage sale, and it was a major scored, and I used from Close to My Heart, I used Tasty Treats, and then from my creative time, I use All Around Halloween, and I just use the Wishing You a Fall of Sweet Surprises. So I thought it could be played for really any fall type of card. So here's the circle, and then I stamped Sweetie Pie in the middle using the Close to My Heart stamp. I want to say that if you have a smaller punch, this is a 1 3/4, 1.5 inches circle. If you had a 1 1/4, it may work better, or even if you have nestabilities from Silk Binders, if you had the full circle collection, it would probably work very well. I used, like I said, my 1.5, and then I used the matching scallop for it, and I used this gorgeous blue paper from the Paper Studio. And this is where my sentiment will sit. So I'm going to go ahead and get started into putting this together, and I will be wrapping some thread around my card, so you'll see me doing some of that also. And when we get back, we should have a finished product. Okay, so here you have it. This is the finished card. I decided to add, like I said, some thread and to add it in a light buttery yellow. I thought it would complement the hues and the colors used. And then for the inside, I used a, I want to say this is a yes, 4 3/4 by 3.5 inches mat, and then I just stamped Baked with Love in it. This would make a really cute card if you have someone who has a birthday coming up and you bake them something, or even if if you have someone, you know, like I said, it's really a fall card. You could replace it with a birthday sentiment here, but if you have it's a fall card, so if you just give it to someone with a baked good, it would be really, really well. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to visit elliepaperstudio.blogspot.com for more information. Also for upcoming news and events, challenges that may be going on over at different blogs that I belong to. Feel free to check it out. And as always, please feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the cards and the projects that I make, and feel free to ask me any comments or ask me any questions in the comments section. I'm happy to help. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.